Moonlight to all. I'm going to be cleaning up while I talk. Everyone chooses to invest their time into whatever they find interesting. They consume their time with whatever they find they like. Your time has to be consumed with something. You're always doing something. What is that thing? There's a question. And everyone has the choice and the right to do that. No one should say you should. I always correct myself and I say, you should want to. You should feel you need to. Because everyone has their own life. Everyone makes their own decisions. I'm not supposed to tell someone what to do. And expect them to listen. They can do what they want to do. They're their own person. They are the one that has to deal with it. They're the ones that have to be judged, not you. If that is the decision they're making, that's because they want to. Now we can remind our people, like, don't you think we need to talk about these things? Hey, brother, I might not want to talk about these things neither. I might not want to. I might not have to. Or some people may say, I shouldn't have to. But then I get real with myself and I say, well, I shouldn't, but I should. I don't want to, but I want to. If there's no one else doing it, then I should. Scratch, I don't want to. I should still. But if I don't want to, and I know I need to, I still should. But I don't want to. You don't want to. And you feel you shouldn't. I felt I shouldn't at one time. Why should I? Not just one time, all the time, really. Why should I? You'll find yourself in yourself. You'll find yourself in just that. You'll find yourself where you need to be, where you belong. you'll find yourself doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing, even if you thought you shouldn't, because you find that you spend your time here. Scratch I shouldn't. Well, I'm here. That means something. I thought I didn't have to, but I'm here. Must mean that I'm supposed to. Must mean that I must want to. I can't describe it. My actions are showing it. Because, brother, I don't want to do this neither. So why do you keep doing it? Because it's something inside of me. I know it's the right thing. But you don't want to. You shouldn't have to. Right. Right on. But I still know it's necessary. And that tells me that I'm doing something bigger than me. I find myself in myself. I find what I'm doing. That this is bigger than me. That something inside me is working on behalf of me. Besides how I feel, besides what I think, it's doing the dang thing. Like I like to say. On account of me, on account of everything. Like whatever this purpose is, it's doing its thing. Because it doesn't care what I think. It doesn't care how I feel, brother. Because I'm with you on it. I feel the same way how you feel. But my actions have told on me. So everyone can do what they want to do. And they do. And wherever they put their energy, there it is. They plant something, it grows. That's simple natural physics. You do something long enough, you get good at it, okay? Scratch the part of your brain knowing how to calculate. Listen, just do it. Just keep looking at it. Keep using it. Keep on. And you will see something. You start to realize something. I never could actually multitask. I always find myself standing in the same exact space talking. There's just too much movement, too much noise. I don't find that much. I don't find it proper for my ears or for anyone that's listening. But I actually do need to stick this on my bed. It's funny, I find the most loudest thing that is not flattering to the ears to throw away is a cardboard bag, well, paper bag. All right, well, that's in the trash. It's bothering me. But everything else can wait. I was saying this earlier today. that it goes along with telling someone what to do when you should just allow them to learn on their own. Let them be their own person, their own man, their own woman. You can do it for them all day, but is that really what life is about? Is it about doing the work for everyone else? We're not talking about the chosen ones in the world that has work to be done and has more work that is given to them. It's not that. It's, like I said, natural physics or whatever. Just simple knowing if we're all here having to all survive for ourselves, why am I expecting someone to carry me the whole way? Put all the pride aside. I don't care who you think you are or who you want to be. You got legs. You got legs. If you didn't have legs, then clearly physics say you may have to be held. You may need some assistance with that. Common sense says you do your own work. You walk your own path. You walk in your own shoes. I reflected on this before because every time I speak about it, it reminds me what pops up in my head is cheat code, secret. Because I'm telling you everything, I'm doing everything. Someone, I guess, nagging you, trying to remind you what to do. Once that person stops, the person has to figure it out themselves. What I choose to put my energy in, reflecting, and whatever comes from that. Well, what comes from that is reminding. And so, why should I have to remind anybody? Because it's the right thing to do. But no one has to. Just because it's the right thing to do doesn't make anyone want to do it or do it. When I was kept away, what was happening? I suppose everyone doing everyday things as they've been doing. There was no reminding. But when you remind someone, it changes things. whether they choose to change their actions, they start to know. They start to feel something, feel seen, like someone sees them. And maybe not in a good light. Maybe they feel exposed. All that's happening just because of someone reminding them, someone talking, someone being no longer kept away. So it's like a cheat code to some, it's a secret to some, it's destruction to some, it's all those things. Made a secret because there are some that really don't know these things, didn't know anything. It's a cheat code for some because people have been searching for such things, such knowing. And maybe they're using it for their advantage. Like, oh, I needed all of this to write a book and to profit off of it. And now it's a bestseller. I needed all of this knowledge to make movies and stories and biographies and it's all those things, is it not? To witness something different, something that you didn't know, something that you were looking for, something that you knew was alive, but you couldn't find. Depending on a person, it's all those things. A cheat code, a secret. Destruction to the person that knew this day would come. This sort of doctrine, this way, this sort of talk. But if it's kept away, then you don't receive the secret. You don't know it. There's no destruction. There's just comfortability. There's just security. They just have the time to dabble in all that they're doing, living their regular lives as they've been doing until something changes. But the person isn't a cheat code, isn't a secret, isn't destruction, just a person, just a soul that loves and want to be loved, that wants to be seen and understood. A soul that just wants fairness. Wants to just set things straight. Wants the right way. That's it. But you're made into this mockery. You're made into this prophecy. You're made into this profound thing, a mystery. You're just you, though. And you're trying to understand what are you missing? What have I been assigned to be? If I've been assigned to be anything, what have I become? What is my purpose? If I now am all of these things, when I'm just a person, just a soul. I've not attached these things, but someone has. But I'm just a soul. A soul that has a will of her own. But you find that there is a will already. And you're in that will. What can you do then? Almost seems robotic in a way where, are you controlling anything? Other than just waking up and brushing your teeth, do I have any other control outside of any of those other things? That I have to wake up, brush my teeth, and do it all over again. That's insanity of waking up, realizing I have chains around my neck. And I have to continue to see that I'm pulled by the chains. And I could either be dragged or I can use my feet. Outside of that, what more control do I have? When I'm just a soul, but I wake up with chains around my neck. And I scream and I cry and I yell and I roar. And I use my pride and my strength. What more can I do? What will am I in? What have I been assigned? Who have I become? What is my purpose? Now realizing it, that my life is not my own. And that's all I know. Did I not choose these chains around my neck? I didn't choose to be dragged, even if I choose to walk. Yes, I choose to yell and scream, because who would I be if I didn't? I have strength, why not use it? I look around with the chains on me, and I see fellow people around me with the same chains on them. And they tell me to be quiet. They tell me nothing's gonna change. I still have to choose to either be quiet. I still have to choose to use my strength, though I'm tired of walking, being dragged. Outside of that, what do I have? What more choice do I have? So the choice to give up on the little strength that I have, the little choice that I have, would I be? I'm trying to use what I have because that's second nature to me. I can sympathize every day with the fellow people that are in chains with me and say, you're just tired. You just given up. That you just don't want to. You just don't have to anymore. It's a choice. You just shouldn't have to. I say, brother, I feel the same way. That I find myself that I can't be quiet. Not in these chains. Not until I'm free. I find myself in myself. I find myself that this is where I'm supposed to be. Not just where I have to be. I find that my actions have told on me. That whatever this is, whatever I see, so be. But I still know somewhere inside that it isn't right. And I'm gonna do everything I can to release it, to release me. And then there's a light bulb. And I say, isn't there a God? There has to be. He has to see this. I know somebody sees this. I know something sees this. Because this can't be. We're in chains. We're slaves. Against our will. I wake up like this. I don't remember. Did I do something? Can any one of us tell each other this? Does anyone remember? No one knows. Everyone has the same story. We just woke up like this. And it's just been a generational thing. And the people that are leading us are just saying that we deserve it. This is our fate. And they're the ones that read scripture to us. That God is punishing us. And then we look around and we say, well, this seems and feels like punishment, doesn't it? What did we ever do? What did we do, Father? Why punish us? It's true. I wake up and I'm in that community. I have the same color that's being discriminated against. He chose me. Just like he chose you to be in such slavery, such of a world where you're the minority, least. How could this be? How could this happen to me? And as the generations roll by, Generational things start to become traditions and culture and curses and all these things. Generation after generation after generation. And some have fallen away from the faith, hatred to him for whatever reason, because of them not understanding, and for them understanding the fact that it's a cruel thing. Punishment is a cruel thing. Being whipped, beheaded, prosecuted, crucified is hell. Living in hell, scorching heat that burns our skin. Being discriminated against because of our skin tone, the darkness of it. That's living in hell. So they curse him. They curse the man above. They say, whatever, we don't care. So generationally, they live and they are fruitful. They have kids, and their kids have kids, and their kids have kids. And there's no talk of this. There's no talk of it. They have shut that door. We don't want to hear nothing about him. Slavery was so long ago. Why are you talking about slavery? We are now free. They don't want to see anymore. They have closed their eyes. They have closed their ears. But I find myself in this generation, 31. But I still remember. I kept my eyes open and my ears. But I see. I understand. I sympathize. It doesn't mean it's right. You find yourself the mediator, the bridge. That I understand your point and I understand his point. The reason why he did it to us and the reason why you fell away. Because it seems like both of you guys have turned away. He's turned his face from us and you've turned your face from him. But I find myself in myself. I find that my actions have told on me. I find myself in the middle. A place that is sticky. A place where I sometimes don't want to exist because it's either black and white. But in this certain situation, I can understand. And I understand because I'm a slave too. Chains have been put on me. I've been prosecuted. He has done it to me. Woe to me. It's just the difference is that I don't hate him and I don't curse him and I don't feel so deeply the way you do. But I understand because I feel it too. I feel the time, how heavy, how distant, how away he's been, how he has left us in this place with our adversary. He's left us to our enemies. He has forsaken us. I understand. But well, me, you can rise from this. You can learn something. You will have one hell of a testimony. You will find your strength. You will know what it takes. You will find yourself in this place. I say that because, not on account of him, I say that because I have witnessed it. And I bring all of this to him. That, is this what you wanted? Is this all of what it was for? To show me who I am? That the definition of limitless and capability and willfulness, because that's what I feel. I feel that I'm capable. I've seen that I'm willing. Being put in the leastest places and chains, that I was able to break out of them. I was still able to stand because I chose to, even though some feel that they shouldn't have to keep standing. Some feel they shouldn't have to or need to anymore because it's been so long. But I find that if you do, you build integrity. That you can reward yourself for those things. And when you walk around people, your adversaries, there's a sense of pride and they feel that energy. It's all spiritual, isn't it? You start to realize that you are respected in the spirit without even knowing, truly seeing it. You start to sense it, sense to know it, because it's all energy, isn't it? Then now I stand and they look at me and I speak and they just look at me. Before they say anything, I already know because I sense it. I've come to learn about the spirit, energy, the invisible things. Because every time I speak up or stand up, I feel it. I've learned that here. So I don't curse him, I don't hate him, because I've become a better version. I've become somebody. With being a slave, I am more than it. When I wake up and all I remember is this. When I wake up and all I see is this, I have now remembered that I am more. I come to see that I'm more because I am more than the slave. I am more than the dungeon that I was in. That the chains can't keep me down I can still stand. That even if I still see the chains on me, I still know who I am. But I still have to sympathize with everyone around me because maybe they didn't choose to stand and they don't feel that way. They don't see those things in them because they didn't build it, they didn't come out of it. So I've come to realize that what am I the bridge? Am I the mediator? I didn't ask for any of this. I'm just a soul. I'm just a person, brother. I'm just a person that wants love like you. But it's because who I am, right? Because of who I've become, who I've chosen to be, that I have to take on this. I have to be this for what? So, no, it's not a choice, even though it's a choice. No, I don't want to do it, even though I want to do it. It's part of who I am, even if I don't want to do it. I enjoy it. Once I do it, I can do it all day. But I still know I can do other things, and I'd rather probably want to do other things. But I find that my actions have told on me, that I find myself in myself. So I speak, and I say I am speaking because, my God, does anyone ever realize how I may feel? What it takes to stand in these shoes? No, I don't think so. No. Because I'm not a mystery. I'm just a soul. I'm not wisdom. I'm just a soul. How do you know these things? Because I stand. Because I speak. How did you become so strong? Because I stood. And I didn't listen to anybody. And I grew that natural physics. I kept standing and I started to realize I was good at it. It was starting to become easy. I knew what it took and I knew what it felt like to stand. I knew what I was doing. I knew what I was going to get because of it. I knew the prosecution. It's okay. Do it to me. It's fine. Punish me. You've been doing it. I've been in this punishment for years. Fine. I can keep doing it. Why has this become such a secret? Why has this become such a hard thing? Why is my shoes being auctioned? Why is my seat being claimed? When I'm just a soul. When I didn't want these shoes. A shoe that is supposed to be esteemed for what? What are these shoes being esteemed for? These shoes are being esteemed because they are the ones that are worthy. Worthy to be just a soul? Worthy to be a person that wants to stand for what's true? Give me my shoes. Give me my shoes. Please. Don't draw attention to me because I was being all of what I had to be. Because someone was going to hit me and I said, don't hit me. And I stopped them because I'd said something. Don't give me a seat because I defended myself against the enemy and he just happened to be powerful. Why is that something that should be rewarded? But it is rewarded because I guess many people don't do it. But anyone asks me how I feel or what I want? No, no. I just want to be me, and I just want to be me. But now you hear that, oh, this person will get a reward, this person will get a crown, this person will get a seat. I just wanted my freedom. I just wanted my freedom because I woke up and I was a slave. And ever since I woke up, I stood in chains. So do you think the last thing or the first thing on my mind is a crown on my head? Or a seat next to somebody that did it previously? Take the chains off of me and let me go free. So why is this supposed to be something that is esteemed? Why has this become a prophecy and a secret? Something hidden. No one ever asked. No one ever asks those questions. No one ever asks that person how they feel. I'm just a soul. And I'm just a slave, just as you. And that's what it is. That's the hidden thing. That I'm a slave, but I'm not you. But you can't see that. No, you can't see it. You start to know to see it by my fruits. She keeps standing. She doesn't shut up. And even on the surface of hearing such things, seeing it, you still can't recognize who I am because you're just like, she's ruining it. She's ruining it for everyone. She's being annoying. She just doesn't shut up. They don't see the bigger picture. They don't even see. I probably don't even see what's happening in the invisible world. I'm just all I know is that I'm doing all that I can do to just release it. That I'm angry. I'm emotional. I want to cry. I want to scream. He said, it's not worth it. I say, well, I have to. It's real. I feel this way. They say, you're going to stress yourself out. I don't care. This isn't right. I want to be free. I'm not a slave. Someone has to see this. Someone out there. You don't stop. Even within seeing those things, we don't truly know what's going on in the spirit, if this is a spiritual world and there's more than the flesh, more than what we see. I say, I just want to be free. I just want to be free. You just keep on fueling, raging inside. Your body's hot. You're exploding with this fire. I don't belong here. Get me out of here. You're using your strength, your physical strength. What is that doing? What is that doing behind the veil? What is that doing in the body? What is that doing in the spirit? What does that look like? And that's what they don't see. That's what they forget. That's something I probably didn't know, or I forgot. But I knew something. That's all I knew. I had to do something. I believed that there had to be something that seen this. I never knew God in the way that I knew him, but I believed there was one. I didn't have a close relationship, but I believed there was a Jesus. And that if this God sees all things and is in the sky, then he's seeing it. He has to see this. And I am falsely accused. This sentence is not fair. I am innocent. And time goes on, and you get older in the chains, and you become a woman. And you see around you that you can sympathize because you see that people have died in the chains. They have grown brittle, and now they're just bones. Their spirit now ascends wherever it goes. But you see and you understand why people curse him. Because their whole life they lived in agony. Their whole life they lived as a slave. I can't even fathom my future like this. Like, just to fathom that this is what it is and that's it, and that it will always be this way because it's been this way. It's crazy. It's crazy. And then you sympathize a little more with the people and you see how they play this Playhouse Disney, and they make these traditions and these cultures to make it as comfortable as possible. Understanding. But how could that be me if now I see my calling? If I see that I am the bridge, not because I chose it, because I know this, because my eyes is open. I still see the chains. It doesn't matter what generation we're in. If we're not free, we're not free. I know what freedom is, and this is not it. I don't care what they give you. I don't care how comfortable it feels. That's what becomes the illusion. That's what becomes the deception. You have to break down the wall. You have to break the glass. You have to see that this foundation is crooked. Something is not right here. You have to see that maybe this home is built on a cemetery. Something's not right. You should start seeing the signs. You should start sensing it, because then you'll find it. It's always in the signs. But people don't look for signs because it may be too scary, too dark. But that's the only way out because it started out dark. We have to get out. We have been born into the darkness. We have to get out of it. It's going to be dark. It's going to be. You start to scratch the wall and see how underneath it is mold and mildew. Yeah, they just been painting over it. Those are the signs. It's everywhere around you. Nothing's real. Nothing is. But that's too serious, isn't it? This is a spooky story. Now it's become. So let's lighten the mood. With what? What are we going to lighten the mood with? Casual talk? Okay. Surface level conversation? Mm. And I'll leave it there.